There is a robbery in the diamond record that everyone agrees happened, and no one can tell you the size of. It was not one theft. It was 123 of them, carried out inside a single vault, over a single weekend. And the men who did it are not the reason the numbers will never reconcile. The reason is that the people who owned the boxes did not always keep a record of what was inside them. Antwerp, the 17th of February, 2003, a Monday morning. On the second sublevel of an office building on a street called Schupstraat, a guard opens a private vault and finds 123 of its 189 safe deposit boxes standing open on their hinges. The vault door itself is closed. The alarms did not sound. Within days, the figure in the newspapers is $100 million. This is the number that is not correct. To understand a missing fortune, you begin with the inventory. We learned that in the first file. Here, the inventory is the problem. Antwerp is not a city with a diamond district. Antwerp is the diamond district. Roughly 80% of the world's rough diamonds pass through 4 streets behind the central station. On one of them stands the Antwerp Diamond Center. 16 stories, unremarkable from the street, and beneath it, 2 floors down, a vault. It is not a bank vault. It is a private vault, leased to the tenants of the building above. Cutters, brokers, dealers, and the occasional client with cause to keep something below ground for a weekend. Security was layered. 10 separate systems, each meant to defeat a different method of entry. A key 1 foot long, held by 2 people, a 3-digit combination dial, a magnetic sensor on the door, a heat sensor that would register a human body across the room, a motion sensor, a Doppler radar, a seismic pad under the floor, a light detector inside the vault, a ceiling camera on continuous record, a logbook countersigned by the guard station 1 level above. February 2003, 10 systems quietly bypassed. The vault was undamaged, but time ran out. A cold case is built from what is recovered and from what is not. Here, it is also built from what was never declared to have existed. Item 1. The insurance filings. In the weeks that followed, box holders submitted claims to their insurers. The total value claimed came to approximately $100 million. This became the headline. Item 2. The private holdings. In the diamond trade, uncut stones are portable, private, and, in the trade zone phrase, held off the books until sold. Declared inventory is taxed. There is, in this trade, a long habit of underdeclaration. Item 3. The internal estimate. The working figure inside the Belgian federal investigation, reported in the trade press in the years afterwards, ran considerably higher. Some sources place it at 400 million, some higher. We take no position on the true number. We only observe that between the claimed figure and the whispered figure lies a gap of $300 million. 123 boxes opened. With no master ledger, what was stolen remains unknown. The Reichsbank kept its books in copperplate German. The FBI kept its list on a mechanical printer. In Antwerp, the second book was never written. 2.5 years before the vault was opened, a man rented an office on the 3rd floor of the Diamond Center. He gave the name Leonardo Notarbartolo. He said he was an Italian jeweler. He paid in cash. The lease gave him what no thief can otherwise buy, a key to the building, access to the vault as a tenant, and time. For 30 months, he came and went as any tenant would. He rented a box. He signed the logbook. He learned the guard shifts, the codes announced at the front desk, and the position of every sensor in the vault beneath him. Item 4. A hidden camera. The vault interior was photographed repeatedly from a device concealed on his person. The photographs later recovered from the crew showed the position of every sensor. Item 5. A replica. In a warehouse outside Turin, the crew is believed to have built a full-scale mock-up of the vault from the photographs. They practiced the sequence of entry against it, enough that when the moment came, no alarm was tripped. On the night of the 15th of February, a Saturday, the alarms were disabled from within. Not defeated, disabled. The vault door was opened using a key that was not the vault's key, and a combination that had been observed being entered. A member of the crew later described the sequence in a magazine interview as elegant. That interview is not evidence, it is a claim. By dawn on Sunday, 123 boxes had been opened. The contents were carried out in duffel bags. The door was closed behind them. The tape from the interior camera was removed. No one saw them enter, no one saw them leave. For 3 days, police had no leads, only empty boxes and a rising insurance claim. Then, on the 18th of February, in a stretch of woodland 60 miles south of Antwerp, a Belgian retiree named August van Camp walked his dog along a country road and found garbage in the ditch. Van Camp had complained to the local police before about people using the woods as a dumping ground. This time, he bagged the garbage and drove it to the station himself. Item 6. Inside the bags, industry papers, an Antwerp receipt, surveillance tape, and a half-eaten Italian sandwich. Item 7. The sandwich carried a partial DNA profile. The newsletter carried a subscriber code assigned to the office on the 3rd floor of the Diamond Center. The receipt led to a purchase of ordinary tools 3 miles from the vault. Within days, Notarbartolo was under surveillance. Within weeks, arrested. 4 other men, the crew he was later prosecuted alongside, were arrested in Italy. One was never identified. He is referred to in the case file only as the King of Keys. He is a role with no person attached. We come now, as we come in every file, to the recovery column. Notarbartolo was sentenced to 10 years, served most of it, and returned to Italy in 2009. In 2013, he gave a magazine interview claiming the theft had been staged by a diamond broker to defraud an insurer. That claim is not supported by the evidence. We record it, as we record all claims, without endorsing it. The other convicted crew members served shorter sentences. The King of Keys was never found. The recovered haul was small. A bag of polished diamonds worth $100,000 found at Notarbartolo's arrest, with a few more stones and cash hidden at his home. The total value of goods recovered by Belgian and Italian authorities across the entire investigation is estimated at less than $1.5 million. Against the claimed figure of $100 million, that is less than 2%. Against the internal estimate, a fraction of 1%. This is the only file in the vault where we cannot tell you what was taken. We can tell you what was claimed. We can tell you what was recovered. The number in the middle, what actually left the vault that weekend, was never written down. Some thefts only happen because victims hide the truth. The Schupstraat vault was one of them. The men who opened the boxes are on the record, some as prisoners, one as a name that has never been attached to a face. But the stones themselves, most uncut, most uncertified at the time of the theft, most now recut, resold, or resting in a collection that will never be inventoried, passed out of the ledger on a weekend in February 2003 and did not return.